BBS comes with a built-in battery that lasts around 1 year, so you don't have to charge it. The BBS can also be made to come in a variety of different colors, and can even be made to suit your skin color, so you don't have to feel embarrassed while wearing it around. The BBS cannot also be used to prevent other problems, such as tetanus. The BBS also offers a wide variety of range for product development. It can be embedded into things such as your shirt collar and even into the waistband of your pant. So in the future, we hope to the fact that you don't need to actually wear the BBS, it's just automatically in your clothing.
To protect our idea through the world of patents. Currently, we're hoping to apply for a utility and a design patent. A utility to protect the functionality and the use of the product, and a design to protect the small and helpful use of it. Since it'll take a while for those, we're hoping to be able to have a provisional patent for the first 12 months so that we can protect our product before we get the full patents out. And since the BBS, and like any other company, we need money to start this. Because of salaries and additional investments, we've calculated that we need around $300,000 to be able to have a first-year budget for our company. We're hoping to get $120,000 through crowdfunding, in which we will have people donating a certain amount of money for up to 18% of equity in our company. And we're hoping to get the other $180,000 from investors like you for 30% of a share in our company. So our budget, where did we get the number $300,000 for the first year? We have our highest cost would be salaries, which would cost $170,000, and the equipment that we will need, such as computers and telephones, to be able to communicate with our product base, with our consumer base. Sales and projections. We believe that in the first year we will be selling around 20,000 units, and we will be selling them for $50 per unit. We think we will be making $1 million, and since we will receive a $20 profit per unit, that'll leave our total profit at $40,000, and our operational expenses will be $300,000. So for the first year, we will actually go a bit over breaking even, and we will get $100,000. In 2018, we believe that we can expand and expand our profit per unit, and our operational expenses will increase a bit more. So we will actually be getting $900,000 in 2018, and in 2019, we believe that we can make it all the way up to $2.2 million.
Majority of Americans suffer from back pain. The BBS, with its advanced technology and affordability, will be able to reduce the effects of slouching.
Helping people have a better life and live their life to the fullest by eliminating back pains.
We're young, committed, and innovative entrepreneurs who have a vision to help people live a better lifestyle by eliminating back problems and bad posture.
Join us in straighten America's backbone.
Most teenagers won't even admit that they slouch. So how do you expect them to pay $50 for something that they don't even think it's a problem?
Because there's also the aspect of parents, because parents also see their children slouching all the time. And they have that feeling that parents will stop slouching already. So they also would want their children to, because some parents also do have a lot of back pain, most parents actually, and they don't want their children to live the same way. So most likely the parents might get it for the child as a way to, I don't want you to end up with the same pain that I have to do.
And this product isn't not only aimed for children, this is aimed for everybody, so we have a great market potential.
So in terms of your target segment, so who's your customer? Is it a customer where you're trying to prevent this disease, or because your competition slide speaks to a lot of people who already have a chronic disease, so it's the cure problem. So who's your target customer?
Well, we're gonna start with whoever's younger, because we can preemptively reduce the cost of back slouching, but we can also target those who are suffering from slouching to reduce their pain.
I got a couple of questions. First of all, fantastic presentation, very, very enthusiastic. One of the things was, why $50? It seems like a very small device, and, you know, you've got gel in it. What makes you think it'll cost $50?
Well, the technology.
And why 30? I think you said 30 or 20 as your cost to produce.
We went online and we made a list of all the components we need, and we sort of compiled how much it would cost to buy these components. So that's how we got to the $30, and we think $50 because that's a decent price. It's a lot cheaper than all the other products out there, but it's not it gives us a healthy profit margin, and it's relatively affordable for most people. So that's why we sell it on $50.
How you came up with this idea?
So my dad always yells at me for slouching, and I just ignore him most of the time, but I believe that right now my back is hurting a lot, so I feel like it would benefit the majority of the people.
I think, as somebody said, I think great presentation. I think it's a neat idea. You know, if you raise the 120,000, try to come and talk to me. I'll find out.
Our group is called TurboTech. I'm Rohit Jara, the CEO of TurboTech.
I'm Pragma, the CMO of TurboTech. I'm Pratika, I am the CFO of TurboTech.
And I'm Kamal Anamangla. I'm the CTO of TurboTech.
Alright, so some common questions. So by a raise of hands, how many of y'all have a computer or a desktop at home? Okay, almost everyone. And how many of y'all have a laptop, a personal laptop? iPhones or smartphones like Samsung? Okay. And how many of y'all have paid more than $500 for each of those gadgets that I have mentioned? Okay. And can any of you do major gaming, software production, animation, coding? Any of y'all that on your daily gadgets? Not many. So what if I told you you could actually do that with an affordable cost? I myself am an artist, and I can't do animations unless if I buy a separate program to attach onto my Mac. And we all like fast food drinks and Starbucks and Sonic, and we spend about $20 a month, $20 to $30 a month. What if I told you we could use that same amount of money, but for our program TurboTech?
So, how about this? Out of all the kids here, how many times have you asked your parent to buy you something that's not for educational use? Okay? How long do you beg them? A year? 6 months? For a while, personally. So what happens if I told you that this could be used for educational reasons? Name any parent that would not buy you something if it's for an educational use. Of course they would. Okay, let's keep going. So, how has the workspace looked since then? Well, first we started with the original IBM computers. Now we have Windows computers, and then we have our telephones, computers, and cell phones. We go over to iOS, Android, and all your personal phones, Windows 8, Windows 10, Apple, Mac OS, all of these things. The interface has grown so big that there's countless number of devices that we use on an everyday basis. So also the storage of computers has evolved. First we had punch cards, then we had magnetic reels, then we went to floppy disks, we went to CDs, then even smaller compact disks, USBs, HDDs, SSDs, normal computer storages, and finally the cloud. Today's problem is standard configuration and extreme basically. So you can't do extreme gaming, extreme Photoshop, extreme graphics and all without paying high amount of money and having a separate device for it. So what's our solution? Our solution is taking the traditional desktop and then moving everything to our end at our company. We're going to be moving your user settings, all your storage, your power, your CPU power, your graphics, your OS, hardware, everything. We're going to take it, and then what we're going to do is we're going to make it available on any device you have, your phones, your tablets, your computers, any device on the go at home, as long as you have an internet connection. And how does this work? It's going to work a lot like Amazon or Uber. Amazon and Uber are only platforms for business. They do not own any, actual cars. Uber does not own any single car that they have. It's all people using their own cars to, fuel the business. The business is only a platform, a website, a way to make a safe transaction. Same idea here. We're gonna take hosting from companies like Microsoft Azure or Amazon, and then we're going to put a white label on it of our own software, and then we're going to sell it back to the public in different portions for their everyday use. So with a virtual computer that we would be giving you, you'd be able to take all your personal data that's on your original computer or device and put it onto the cloud and then instantly use the device like you haven't even changed the computer or anything. And then if the file design is designed properly, everything you do on your personal computer can either be synced up to the virtual cloud, or anything you do on the virtual cloud can come back to your computer as long as the computer is connected without you doing anything. You can run many instances of the computer as well in order to go between Mac, Linux, and Windows. So what the product is a way of hosting this, operating system, Mac OS, Linux, or Windows, on our personal drives, and then letting you connect to it through the internet. It can have a number of programs running at once, and it displays whatever you want without any issues. Here's a great example. I go to a first class school, Liberty High School, and every day we use something called the H drive. The H drive is just storage that the school gives us to use on the school computers. We can do it on any school computer as long as you're on the school's network, though. Now, if I want to use those files at home, I no longer have access to those files. I can only use them on the school's network. And the school only gives me storage. They give me about 20 gigabytes of storage. What happens if, using our business, schools will be able to not only give students storage up to 2 terabytes or even more, but they would also be able to give them the power that they need for students who either can't afford a computer at home or just want to keep getting an even better computer that they can use at home.
Okay, as you can see here, our Avenue and Alice coverage DAS. These are many companies that so far are researching the use of a virtual computer right now, and they're in the middle of it. What we're going to do is we can partner with these companies and then further our expansion.
This is TurboTech, and this is more than just a cloud service provider. It's your own virtual desktop whenever you need. It's power at your fingertips. Your computer would be your phone or something could turn into the computer that you've always dreamed of. We're a company here to serve you. So every time you get angry at your computer, just throw it away. It doesn't matter anymore. Just use our service. Okay?
You're laughing right now, but I'm pretty sure, but most of you, that's your inner feeling right there, like you hate your computer so much for no time.
So our features are accessibility, a really cheap price, I'll get into that in a minute, a lot of power, and a location. Use it wherever you want. It runs Mac, Linux, and much more. It's fully customizable, lightning fast setup, and data access with multiple users, especially for small organizations and groups.
Okay, so these are our plans for our packages. There's silver, gold, and platinum. Silver is $5 per month, gold is $10, and platinum is $15. The yearly cost of silver is $60, gold is $120, and platinum is $180. If you get the yearly package, then you get a $20 discount.
What's going to be a key differentiator, because this is a very crowded space. So what makes you think that will differentiate your service from others?
So most cloud providers only give you data to use on the cloud. They give you an interface with minimal processing and storage. They don't actually give you a way to use the computer wherever you want. It's not an actual computer. They're just giving you a website or a software that runs off of your personal computer to do everything. no longer will you be using your personal computer. Your personal computer is going to act like a screen. It's not going to be doing any of the processing. We're going to do that on our end with all the high-end equipment, which won't crash, or won't give you any issues.
Have you guys heard of a company called VMware? Do you consider them competition?
Yes. Empire, I would consider them a competition, but the one reason that we would be able to excel beyond them is because Empire and all those companies, there's another company called NetGrain, and they also try to afford the same type of, software, except they give you software that boosts your computer and offloads some of its data to their side. What we're trying to do is offload all of that to our side so that so that the user doesn't have any issues.
So no lag, no computer screen lag, and no graphics lag.
So VMware has hundreds of developers working to solve this problem. How are you going to be able to scale up fast enough to actually be able to compete against them?
So within the first 2 months, we'd be able to create a platform just to sanction off parts of the hosting that we have to each person that's been using this software, so that we would only give them part of our servers that we would be hosting, and then in that sense, the user would be able to not only just use the software, but the developers and everybody wouldn't have much to keep up with, because we would only be developing a way to give the user access and not actual computers to them.
Also, if you go to any ISD school, like Frisco ISD, Kumpal ISD, McKinney ISD, what we're doing is giving a 3-month trial for 3 months. And if they like it, they can use it for more, buy it and use it for more. And if they don't like it, they don't have to buy it. But if they do like it, then let's say Frisco ISD is bad right now, right? Then to compete with that and to keep up, then Plano ISD, McKinney, and Kumpal ISD will also buy it and try to keep up, and that will generate our revenue.
Do you see a problem with internet? I mean, if you want to provide high resolution screen through internet, you're saying there's no clicker, so what kind of internet you're expecting the consumer to have?
So the software would size down whatever you're running down to the size of whatever device you're using it, down to the capacity of that device. If you have a bad internet connection or a lower internet connection, what we want the software to do is to size down the connection so that it will be running minimal, so that it can keep up with the bad connection. Thank you.
As such, we believe there's a great opportunity in teaching the kids the principles behind the technology they use. Our goal is to create a better educated and informed workforce for when they get out into the real world, where STEM education is an increasingly sought after and valuable business trade for many companies. Our focus is to teach the youth the principles behind the technology they use.
So our vision and mission in this company is to nurture our global students into men and women who will be leaders of STEM education, and in particular robotics, who will be committed to the path of excellence and team spirit.
Alright, so the type of businesses, we're going to provide educational services in robotics and electronics, mainly with our partnerships with the schools. So technically, we'll partner up with a certain type of school, which will show what type of school we've done on our side, and in order for our business to put a step forward. So technically, we will have our partnerships business, because we do both with schools, and then kind of like a cooperation business, because we'll be building our headquarters in the Dallas Metroplex. So we'll have our own employees there.
Our problem statement. The next generation is all about artificial intelligence and robotics. 64% of middle school and high school students are not ready to understand the next generation technology. If the kids are not ready or informed, then this could greatly affect their job career.
So our solution to this problem is to focus on teaching the youth the principles, the design, and the architecture that go into the technology they use every single day.
Our target market, as you can see, is middle and high schools in Dallas ISD, but they're private schools because they can adapt better. So, our market market size. After researching, we found out that by 2019, the robotics market will be $135 billion. Now, taking a pessimistic 10% of the market, 10% of it is for education, so that is $13.5 billion just for robotics education. Now, as US, because US is the leader of technological inventions and education, we take another 30% of it. That's $4.05 billion. Now, as Texas is the third largest economy in USA, so we consider a market of at least $500 million for education.
So, like as you have heard so far, we're going to work with private schools, and once we are financially stable, we're going to establish our own site in the Dallas Metroplex area. And as I noticed the differences in that site, that will also be used for general public instead of just the students. But we'll still teach with other schools. So technically, we can outcompete other companies because all computer science educations just focus on programming, but we cover all aspects of robotics. We cover programming, mechanics, and electronics, giving a comprehensive education for kids.
So this is just a general overview of what we're going to be offering. So there's this early adopter program, intermediate program, advanced program, and an expert program. As you can see, the duration for each of these are different and they cost different. And the eligibility, there's no exception made for them. You need to have cleared the certain levels to be eligible to do the certain program you want to.
Okay, so for our SWOT analysis, first we'll begin with our strengths and weaknesses. So some of our strengths include our expertise in using educational robotics, our network of trained resources, because we will have very strict standards for the teachers we will allow to teach, as Bob will explain later, and we will deliver a hands-on learning experience to the students. However, some of our weaknesses that, as I mentioned, we require various strict requirements for our teachers, and we'll need expensive resources to start up, so we'll require a great deal of initial funding. So some of the potential opportunities available to us are, as we mentioned, partnerships with private schools for robotics, and we can also offer mentoring and coaching for existing robotics competitions such as FLL or First Legally and FDC First Technology Competition. And we can also offer robotics workshops and camps for awareness and continuous learning, not too different from the workshop we're in right now. And some of the threats that exist is that our business plan is threatened by things such as online websites that teach coding, such as HackerRank, and in the future, educational robots.
So how much revenue can we make? We are asking for $760,000, give or take a few dollars. Our company is going to guarantee you 30% of our ownership. So we are asking for this to set it up and then fund, buy all the equipment, pay our teachers. Here's the list of our expenses and roughly how much it's going to cost us. So as you can see, we need core sets, we need Raspberry Pis, Arduino Unos, and other things to start teaching initially. So that's what it comes up to, but the establishing cost is going to be borne by us. So this is our first year income statement. After the first year, we'll still be in a loss of nearly $400,000. In the second year, we'll be in a loss of $47,000. But by the third year, we'll be at a profit of $375,000. So that's...
Okay, so break-even analysis. After like around 2.5 to 3 years, the income of our company is going to will be equal to the amount that we invested. This is a break-even point because on the third year, we're planning to launch also our own online learning site. And also we plan to expand to other schools in districts and states in 5 years.
So I, Anish Yelcher, will be the CEO of this company. Pranan will be the marketing director, and Aishwarya will be the finance and accounting director.
Time. So these are my management components, our teacher skill sets. So Arduino, so there's an Arduino on the right there, you can look at it, we'll be using that for teaching. And
Can you
then-
use the mic?
Mic closer.
Mic?
Oh, yeah, that's an Arduino, and this is a Raspberry Pi, and it's great for teaching beginners and advanced learners, so it's definitely a platform.
Obviously.
So what credentials do you have that qualifies you to create the curriculum?
I personally, right now, I'm coaching a group of FLL kids, first grade league kids. I'm a mentor for that group. I've worked with this for like 3 years already, and it's something that I've been at for a long time. Of course, I plan to do this in college as well, so I think that'll be around 10 years of experience already.
In addition, I have experience with coding. I've been involved in competitions for coding and have won awards in that area. I've coded 2 years.
I think it's a great idea. I think there's a tremendous demand for STEAM education. I have a company called iCode, which exactly does what you guys are saying. I want to do. If you want to come and look at it or want to do internship with iCode, more than happy to help you with that. But iCode exactly that's what you are doing.
Is there a reason you guys are approaching being a robotics AI education curriculum? Why wouldn't you guys not start online first? Why wouldn't you have online curriculum first and then expand that to schools elsewhere?
Well, like what we thought that private schools, they can easily change their agenda for every day in life, and so we thought if we go to them first, our idea can easily be accepted by them. Then after that, we can start a learning stage.
Also, with public schools, they have a lot of bureaucracy to work with. There's this because it's an ISD, they all follow a certain common core. But private schools are not bound by those rules, so it's easy for them to just change their schedule. And once private schools start adapting to our program, public schools eventually will come to us as well. So that way we have a great scope of expanding. So once we expand, how would we know if our website will be successful without actually first implementing it on real people? It's a better way to start. So once those people have adapted to our learning, we know then that, there are people out there that might actually want to learn more from us.
Thank you. Thank you.